Hello again, welcome back. Let's do some combo attacking. So first thing we're going to need is another action input. So I'm going to go to my input settings and add a new one that will be attack. We'll add a second one, and for the mouse and keyboard I'm going to be using the left mouse button, and for the gamepad, I'm going to use face button left. So I don't remember if we talked about the face buttons, but these are like the X, circle, square, triangle of a PS4 button, or PS4 gamepad. Oh yeah, we've already talked about these. Yeah, okay, so left. I'm going to use left because I'm going to use square on my controller for the attack. And then inside the player base blueprint, I'm going to call that action event. Now we are going to do a branch, and we are going to see if we have a weapon drawn. And if we do, then we're going to do our combo attack system. If we don't, then we'll check to see if we have a tool equipped, and we'll do our tool swinging stuff. But for right now, weapon swinging. So if it's true, then we want to get our mesh, get the anim instance. This will register what kind of animation is playing at the time on our skeletal mesh, and we want to see if it's playing any montage. So if any montage is playing, we don't want to be able to do this. No. We'll do that for the tool. We'll do it differently for this one. So what we want to do is see if we are changing equipment. So we'll do a branch. And changing equipment, see if that's false. We'll add a boolean, b can attack. Let's move this up and we'll grab out our can attack. From the changing equipment, we're actually going to make sure that they are not changing equipment, so it'll be a not boolean. And we're going to do an and, so we can see if they are not changing equipment and can attack. Right there. Line this up a little bit. Kinda. So we're going to default that can attack to true. So if they can attack, then we will set it to false. And we are going to play montage again. So we'll hook this in right here. Skeletal mesh will be our mesh again. And now for the montage to play, we'll do a select. Now we need to go set up our montages. So, alright. For our montages, let's go over into our animation blueprint. And let's find all the attack animations. So let's see. We got sword and shield strafing, slash. What slash are you? Alright, so here's attack number 1. It's sword and slash. 6. 8 is number 2. Alright. So here's number 1. So this is create montage. Melee ATK 1, sword and shield slash 8 is create and a montage. Melee ATK 2, and then where is our standing melee attack 360 low? We will create montage melee ATK 3, not hashtag. Alright, with those all set, let's go back into our anim base, or player base rather, And from the montage to play, let's do a select node. We'll add a pin and we'll punch those in. Add a pin and punch those in. So on 0 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3. And for the wild card, we will add a variable that says melee combo counter. We'll turn that into an integer and plug it into the wild card. Now since it's starting at 0, we'll go ahead and let this stay at 0. And then when we attack, we're going to get, and we will increment this. But we want to make sure that it's not greater than our maximum amount of attacks. So after we do this, we will get a greater than or equal to sign. Actually, we'll do a greater than. We'll do just a greater than sign. Math was not my strong suit, so signs always confuse me. But let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, so it'll be 0, 1, 2. So if it's greater than 2, then we'll add a branch right here. And we'll just set our melee combo counter back to 0. Now in order to go into our can attack and all that again, we're going to do it on notifies. So let's go to our melee attack 1, we'll add a notify. And let's see, right about here, I'm gonna, oop, come on, right about there looks good. I'm gonna add a notify, montage notify. This is going to be my ATK trace track. Trace. Right about here is my attack release, so I'll add another montage notify that's called resume, which will let us resume our combo so we can continue. And right here, add notify, montage notify. This will be our reset. That's like you've decided not to attack again. If you attack again now, it'll be the first attack again. What's cool about these montage notifies, if you grab this little flag, you can move it around wherever you want. I don't want to move it though. So now in our notify name, we can do our switch on name, and on notify begin, we'll add our 3 pins. So we've got ATK trace, resume, and reset. So we're going to have a function for our attack trace. We'll go ahead and establish it. So this is attack trace, and we'll just plug that in right here so that it's automatically in place when we do actually set that up. For resume, we're going to set can attack back to true. Move it out a little bit, and on reset, we're going to set our melee combo counter back to 0, and then set our can attack back to true. So let's test some of this out. We'll only be able to do the one attack. Let's go ahead and set up the other montage notifies real quick. So here is, well, we should be able to test it. Let's test it real quick, make sure everything's going the way we want it to. So yeah, it's got our 2 attacks. Now the cool thing about using anim montages is right there we were blending from the waist up, but if you go into the default group, default slot, click this down and go to slot name, and we go to root right here, you'll see she goes back to her T pose, but if we save and close it, which I'm actually just going to save it and go over to this one, and set this one the same way to the root slot, when I go back, she's doing it again. And when I come back out here, pull my weapon out. So you can decide whether or not you want it to be a regular attack, like you stop and swing the sword with full force, or what have you. For now, I'm just going to do default slot. default slot. And then let's set up our next montage. Oh. So let's set up our next set of montages. So this is about where the attack trace is. So right click, add notify, montage notify, click the tag, ATK trace. It has to be spelled the same capitalization, everything. Right about here will be the resume. And then right here we'll set the reset. So montage notify and reset. Now we'll set the melee attack 3 real quick because it just has a couple. So this is right about where the attack trace should go. ATK trace. And then right here looks about a good time to go ahead and say reset. So I'm going to add montage notify, and just to make sure we're doing right, I'm going to set our reset notify here. So now let's come out here. Oh, that's poltergeist-esque. So for that melee attack 3, that one, we will set the slot to the root slot, just so that she's not, you know, doing that. So there's all that. So in the next one, we'll set up the movement animations, and then for the melee attack 3, we'll actually stop her in place so that she doesn't run or glide around while she's doing that one. So I will see y'all there. Bye.